Okay. I'm sorry about all the videos, guys, but and then she had a whole room. She had a whole section of charts that were on sale, and then she had a whole room of charts. And I would have had to spend, I mean, I was already in there for such a long time just talking to her about the shop. And she works still full-time for the schools in that town, and she's hoping to retire and then just run the shop full-time. So the shop isn't generally open during the week, but it happened to be open. And I don't know. You know how you just feel like really connected to people when you meet them? So I was just, I know other people have experienced this, and I've experienced this in other shops too, but you know, you walk in and you think, okay, I'm going to get a couple things and I'm going to leave, and it's not like that. You know, you just walk around and your mouth is hanging open half the time, and you're like, I was like grabbing things up, and anyway, I went a little nuts. I have long admired the Cricut Collection monthlies, and I've always wanted to do them, and she had a whole section of them, and I just couldn't out myself, and so I got October, which is my favorite month, November, which I love, anything Thanksgiving-y that is not like too cutesy, and I don't feel like that's too cutesy, like that turkey is not cutesy. I love that. The little house. I really want to know if there's a way for me to get these done by October, November. And then I got December, which is also precious. Did not kit those up. Did not get fabric for those. And then, oh, this was on sale. This was Lizzie Kate Buzz K78. It's the kit. I have a whole little B section here. It's weird. People, I did one B cross stitch like 2 summers ago, and then people have been giving me B things, and so I decided I did a whole vignette when I decorated for summer with, so now I need more stitch stuff. I'm trying to see what order to do. I got some, she had a whole section of gorgeous rickrack and pom-poms and whatever, and so I got this. This is scorched linen, I think is the color. Anyway, I just know I can use that for something. What else small did I get? I got another thing of pins to go with. I don't even know where they are, guys, but it's the chicken and the egg pins to go with the Shakespeare's Peddler eggs in a basket. But when I walked in the door, I'm sorry, this is very disjointed because I'm seeing this stuff. I haven't gone through this bag now since we got home. And so I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time and, of course, going crazy. When I walked in the door, so it's kind of, you know, a little on the darker side. Like Reflections is a big room, if you haven't been there. It's a big room. You can kind of tell from Julie's videos. It's a big room. It's very bright and light, and there's lots of room to walk around. The patterns are sort of, you know, spread around the shop. The threads all contained kind of in one area. There's a cutting table, you know, but it's very spread out, which is very much what I like. This is a much smaller space with quilting and cross stitch stuff, but arranged so beautifully that you didn't feel claustrophobic, and I also didn't feel it was very well organized, and it was just, anyway, and high ceilings, right? So when I first walked in, opened the door, walk in, and there are high ceilings, and there's quilts hanging up high, like there's cross stitch models, you know, lower, but there's quilts hanging up high. And the first thing that caught my eye was, this is called Pokey Mini Giraffe by Laura Hine. This is totally not even my style, but I could not take my eyes off of this. I thought that was the coolest thing. So that giraffe is made with all different little pieces of paisley and flowers and, you know, just whatever. This is not kitted up. It's just the pattern. I looked at it. I looked away. I kept coming back to it. I had to have it. So I actually made an elephant for Caitlin. Caitlin collects elephants, and I made her an elephant that was very similar to this several years ago. She doesn't really collect giraffes. I don't know. I don't know. Now the rest, and then I got this was just sitting there, and I thought it was so pretty. This is a charm pack of Winter's Lane by Katie Bird Paper Company, and look at these. Just, I don't know, I might make a quilt out of that, or maybe just for finishing. I'm not sure. Just pretty. Okay, but then the thing. So all over the shop, she had like wool applique. Wool applique this and wool applique that. And she had a ton of buttermilk basin patterns, which Michelle Rudy has talked about a number of times and can apparently get those at her quilting store. I haven't really seen them a whole lot at ours, not that I've looked, but she just had sections and sections of these, and she had a ton of the models stitched up. And I went a little nuts. So I got 4 that are kitted. This one is so cute. This isn't even a buttermilk basin. Yeah, it is. This is a buttermilk basin. It's called Camp Basin, Happy Camper, Halloween Camper. So there must be and this is the whole kit. But anyway, it's the Halloween Camper. And Pam, Miss Pam, stitching between the lines, if you're watching, I feel like you need this. Doesn't that scream Pam? I feel like Pam, I don't know. Maybe not. I just thought that was adorable. Another one that was kitted up, this is a Pastime Patterns Petite Crazy Pumpkin. This is just a little candle mat. Adorable. Cute. I love it because the pumpkin is pieced. That was kitted up. And I thought her prices were very good. This is a buttermilk basin mini vintage truck through the year. So there must be one of these for every month. This is October's. Look at how cute that is. These are just little mats. I have these little mats all over my house. This is July. Thought I had one more of the minis. That must be the last mini. No? Oh, then the other ones I got weren't minis. I gotcha. So these are like full size. So this is Vintage Truck Through the Year, February. Look at the sheep. I love that. This is October. So this is a larger one. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, isn't that cute? And you guys, I have wool. I mean, I have wool for days. I have wool. Anyway, I have wool, so I won't need to buy wool. This is November. Again, I love this because it's not cutesy. It's not cutesy Thanksgiving. Okay, so those were those. And then, now, oh, here are the pins. These are the Jabco pins. I don't know what they're called, but it's the 2 chickens and the egg. Those are so cute. So I have a friend who spends a lot of time at my house. I mean, not a lot of time, but like she lives close and comes over. And every time she comes over, she's like, I want to learn how to do that. And so I've taught her to crochet and I've taught her to rug hook. And she's thinking those are really not her things, even though she does both beautifully. She now wants to learn to do wool applique. So as I was there, I kept seeing patterns that I was like, oh, I'll buy that for Tammy and I'll use that to teach Tammy. And one after the other. And this is actually the one I think I'm going to use. And this is the Red Button Quilt Company, Potted Posies. And I think this is the one I'm going to use to teach Tammy how to do wool applique, and then she can have it. But isn't that a sweet pattern? And this is actually kitted up as well. So I got a text from my family that said something like, did you get lost? I ignored it. I got another text from my family that said, did you fall in? I ignored it. I texted when she was checking me out. There were 2 other people in the store that had come into the store at the same time. One had come some distance and hadn't seen Jenny in quite a long time, and so she wanted to chat with her, and you know, we were talking. It was taking a while. My family was sitting in the car. I did not feel bad. I did not feel bad. Okay, I felt a little bit bad, but really I did not feel bad. So I texted when I was in line, or when I was checking out, and I said, you know, I'm checking out. But then we talked, and so you know, it was a little while. But it was fine. It was fine. Before I went in, Maddie said to me, I would like to be able to eat dinner tonight, Mom. And I thought she meant I was going to take so long that we were not going to be able to eat dinner. And I said, oh, it's only like 3. And she goes, no, but just don't spend all our money so that we can't eat dinner. And I said, okay, but how about if we don't eat breakfast tomorrow morning? And really, we probably shouldn't have eaten dinner or breakfast because I spent so much money. Yeah, that was one of those times. And then I put it in the back of the car, you know, like in the back of the van, the bag, because I knew I wasn't. And then I saw the receipt just kind of laying on top, and let me take that and get rid of that piece of evidence. I will put all of the information for Shanty Stitches here. She does, I think she probably does a fantastic business, and she does do mail order. So if you go to her shop, go to her website, if there's something you're interested in getting from her, call her, email her, you know, what have you. Just lovely, just a lovely lady. And she said, you know, Reflections is the next closest. I just remembered there was one other thing that I forgot to talk about. I ordered, and I'll save the rest for next time, but I have 2 sitting here. I ordered some needle minders from Nessa's Needle Minders on Facebook, and they came, and you guys, they are gorgeous. I ordered bees and chickens, or roosters, and they're up there, the beaded ones. They're gorgeous. But I also ordered this Alice in Wonderland one, and it's light. It's bigger, but it's super light. And then as a freebie, she sent me this beautiful dancer, ballet dancer. And I used to be a ballet dancer when I was itty bitty. Look at that. Look at how you're not capturing how beautiful her skirt is, but she's gorgeous. So anyway, that was the first time I had ordered from Nessa's Needle Minders, and it was well worth it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, I think that's all. I'm going to have a lot of editing to do. I'm going to try to insert some pictures of Shanty Stitches. I will try to insert some pictures of the falls at Sioux Falls. I need to clean up my mess. I hope you guys are doing well. It's so good to talk to everybody for the first time in a long time. I will try very hard to post next week and not wait another month or however long it's been. I hope everyone's doing well, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye, guys.